उसको हमने गॉड समझ लिया था कंप्यूटर को। जैसे मंदिर में जाने से पहले चर्च में तो पहन के जाते हैं, मंदिर में मस्जिद में जूते पहन के नहीं जाते हैं। तो 1980s में कंप्यूटर रूम में जाने के लिए जूते बाहर छोड़ के जाना था। नाउ द कंप्यूटर इज इन योर पॉकेट, mobile is in your pocket. Everybody is having these days these gadgets which are helping us in acquiring knowledge. पहले ई बुक्स नहीं होते थे, अभी ई बुक्स हैं। आप अपने लैपटॉप में हजारों किताबें रख सकते हैं। लैपटॉप का वजन 1 किलो है। अगर 1 लाख किताबें अगर आप कहें कैरी करना चाहें, 1000 किताबें कैरी करना चाहें, तो आपको एक ट्रक या एक कार चाहिए, ये बड़ी ट्रक चाहिए, मिनी ट्रक चाहिए। But now the world has changed, all because of revolution in ICT. Or today we have a professor of ICT department, computer science department, who will enlighten us on many new techniques, new tools, how to use computers for developing electronic content for the purpose of education. Sir, the floor is yours now. हम अभी आपको फ्लोर आपको दे रहे हैं।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू।
मतलब क्या बोले? ओके, वेयर इज द मदर?
You want me to? I should ask Mazhar to connect you.
Yeah.
अच्छा, I will send him message. I will talk to him.
जी सर, जी सर।
मजहर साहब हेल्प कीजिए।
ठीक है, मैं कर देता हूं।
पीपीटी देखिए, वो स्क्रीन शेयर जो है
ना मैं कर देता हूं,
कैमरे के बगल में है। अगर कोई पीपीटी हो आपका तो
वो सर प्रेजेंट शेयर स्क्रीन वाला ऑप्शन।
हाँ, शेयर स्क्रीन, यस, आ गया सब, आ गया।
है ना? Slide show from Shift F. I will show you.
Yes, now visible. Okay, Bokhari sir, we can continue now. Your screen share is visible now. Everybody is able to watch.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. First of all, thank to organizer director and all the committee to give me a opportunity to discuss a systematic approach to develop and distribute e-content over the web of academic. These are very important topics, and we'll discuss. Slides.
आप क्लिक करें तो वो दूसरा स्लाइड आ जाएगा।
हाँ,
सर आपने विंडो सेलेक्ट कर लिया, आप इंटायर स्क्रीन ऑप्शन वाला सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए। इसको बंद करके इंटायर स्क्रीन वाला ऑप्शन सेलेक्ट करिए।
जी आ गया सब, सेकंड स्लाइड आ गया।
परफेक्ट है सर अब।
जी आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही साहब।
सर आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
हाँ सर, यहाँ अनम्यूट कर लिए बस।
हो गया, अब हो गया,
ओके परफेक्ट।
अब आ गया परफेक्ट। वो था, the voice was on mute. Okay, are you hearing me?
यस यस
Okay, thank you. Then we'll discuss about the e-content. And then the next topic will be how to develop and design e-content. And then after we'll discuss about the e-content tools, what are the tools available for the e-content development. Then we'll discuss about the distribution of e-content over a web of academics. And in the last, we'll discuss about what the government have initiated for the academic e-content development. And then the last will overall sum up. So this is my overall review for that. I'm working in the Department of Computer Science, 1989, and I worked as a one project of international, as a principal investigator, and by government India. Within that, I have developed an election management system and library management system in multilingual, in Urdu, Hindi, whatever. And then other was the election management system. That project, software is run on IIT Kanpur for alumni election from 2012. I worked 2 times as chairman. I worked also in Australia, also Melbourne. I have obtained the DSc and doctorate in the field of software reliability and master. I have represented in different countries like Australia. I have worked in Australia with the Qualcomm company. In 2003, I have given a project in the field of cyber security. It means what we are talking on the mobile, that was not secure, hijacker will hijack. So I have given the project. So my project was accepted, and I have got the Australian Postgraduate Award Industry Scholarship in 2004. And I have then I have I am the first person who started PhD. I am the first person who has completed PhD in the Department of Computer Science, and also I have started research in 2010 from in my department, and about 24 research scholar has completed, and 4 are working under me. I'm editor like that. I have developed many, you can say, research models like that. Bokhari, I have given the Bokhari title, that Bokhari tools for secure software requirement, multimodal Excel word sense ambiguation, intelligent multi-agent e-learning management system, and also a smart feedback system for e-learning system. Also, I have developed Bokhari Steam Cipher. By that, we are not able to hijack, and that my work was patent in Australia also. So these are about myself. So e-learning, basically e-learning was not a big thing, but in this time it will become big things. So e-learning is the acquisition of knowledge which take place through electronic technology and media. For that, we have to use the electronic devices and media. So simply we can say that learning is enabled electronically. So e-learning most often takes place in the form of online courses, online degree, online programs. Then we take, what is the value of learning? Online learning has numerous advantages over traditional learning. The main thing is to cost effectiveness, cost efficiency. We can reduce the cost also. E-learning both have cost effective and cost efficient. It removes the geographical obstacle, removes the barrier of geographical distance, and traditional classroom you have to be attend. But suppose you are attending the this course, refresher course. Here you have to, if you are doing also from by, you can say you are e-learning, you are using the e-learning. If you have to come to traditional classroom, you have to be in a legal, you have to spend a lot of time, 30 days you have to stay, you have to spend for food, whatever. So by that we can reduce the cost effective also. It takes the benefits. It became evident why. That's why e-learning shows remarkable growth for the industry. You know, these days in the worldwide, e-learning revenue is expected to grow by 2005 about $325 billions, which was initially it was the smaller 107 billion in 2015, but the target is too big. So everywhere is e-learning is very important. So before going that, I want to give us some brief discussion about the distance education and e-learning. This is the example of e-learning. The students are sitting that, and here the e-learning all are connected to each other worldwide by some devices. So there are many definitions for e-learning. To get a better review of various definitions of e-learning, so we have to know Saurav Gori as Open University of Israel explored the exact definition of e-learning in great detail into distance education and e-learning, not the same things. She defines e-learning as electronic media used for various learning purposes, ranging from conventional classroom add-on functions to the online substitution. It means here to face-to-face meeting is there and an online encounter like that. So by using ICT, electronics devices, and we are able to learn for that. Clark and Mayer defined e-learning as an instruction delivered through digital devices with the intent to support e-learning. In 2016, the research paper has been discussed about the multimedia learning, is that we can say multimedia also. By using that digital devices, by using digital, this is a diagram of the different type of digital devices there, and you are using for that. Also, e-learning is defined as using information and communication technology, ICT. You have heard the name of ICT, to enabling access to online teaching and learning resources in 2015. Louis Minzer and define e-learning internet technology for enhancing performance and knowledge in 2006. The impact of e-learning, that the different medical science, as a medical scientist, have given different definition for e-learning. So these are about the e-learning, and so these are the examples. By I hope you will understand about the distance education versus e-learning. Is that so? Then we discuss about the example of e-learning. E-learning has a vast amount of users across all sectors of society, and the available example of e-learning being used effectively is for adult education. There are three categories are there. For one is adult education, the next is cooperative learning, e-learning, and online colleges. Colleges are there. So we'll discuss about one by one. Adult e-learning, it means for online learning managed to solve the numerous challenges adult learner face during their studies, because when the employment, adults need to balance the employment, family duties are there, so it is very difficult. So this kind of adult e-learning are very useful for that. It means online learning allow them to progress at their own pace. To submit assignment, they have to submit the assignment, take the assignment at the time best suited form. It means on the basis of own pace, he can, the you can say adult can complete and make a balance for e-learning. Next is cooperative e-learning. Cooperative e-learning means the company want to improve the skills. So you e-learning to boost the knowledge, some skills, some skill has changed, knowledge has, technology, new technologies come. So new technology has been improved by, you can say, you can say these days AI based. So the company persons are not able to understand. So they have, the company will give a training for that. So by using e-learning to boost the knowledge, skill, and overall productivity of their employees, who's cutting down on the cost. Now, by that we can reduce the cost, and we can train the employee very easily by using e-learning. Successful companies have utilized e-learning in the past, include Toyota, Shell, this example, and other this. On the other hand, for the career seekers and unemployed peoples, e-learning has become an effective method for boosting their resumes and developing a new skill in the field they are most interested. So these are the trackers also used for e-learning training. So these are the cooperative e-learning useful by the companies. And the third is online college. Already we are the teachers. We are not teaching you. We are enhancing the knowledge. So we have to know the, for educational students, like e-learning brings perhaps the most potential uses for all. Many traditional online colleges already offers degree programs, and then these days SWAM also, there are different types of courses are available online. E-learning degrees enable universities to accept considerably more students than they have otherwise been. Suppose in this, more staff, more students can learn that. With e-learning, universities have the chance to become more international than ever before. By using e-learning, the university become international level, international student. Suppose I have also developed one SWAM course in database management system, about 64 lectures. So international student can also join for that. So online are very suitable, very fruitful. Then we discuss what is the future of e-learning. Future of e-learning will continue to see exponential growth. Exponentially it is growing. So this the physics wala, all the training of 12th class, 11th class training, all are online courses are there. Online learning already numerous uses in education also, and the education is going to become eminence. Agenda of most successful education institution in the world have already recognized online learning can transform people's knowledge, uh, and also transform skills and performance, and other educational institutions may lack for that. So these are future of e-learning, and every time e-learning are very useful to improve the skills. So these are by example, you have these are computer, mobile, everything. All students have unique learning styles. It means all students have unique style. So by using online learning, we are able to understand. We can give a perception to every students in a good way. So in many students who are uncomfortable with online learning, they still prefer the traditional life, sometimes in-person teaching method, which they are used to. Sometimes students want to know person teaching is good, but all students have unique learning style, and online learning will likely never be a one size fit all type to solution to education. So these are about the e-learning versus distance. What is the future of e-learning? What are the benefits? Then we come next topic, e-content. The main before discussion e-content, I have discussed about the what is the e-learning, why e-learning you use, where it is. E-learning can use in medical science also. Everywhere we can use. So what is e-content? Wide variety of digital materials which are of educational service are available online. So it means which is this will available free of cost with minimum restriction can be used. You can use the material in reuse, and also you can modify it depending on the requirement. You can modify by the teacher and student for the teaching and learning process. As the textbooks are too expensive these days, the students are switching from textbook to digital courses material. So it will take us some minimum space also. These materials provide both the teacher and student are great interactivity and social collaborations. So e-content are very useful. So we have to know about the how we'll develop and how we'll drive. Some standards are there. So we'll discuss about that. Here in this slide, I will discuss about e-content is become popular because of its flexibility of time, place, and pace of learning. Depending the pace of every student or every adult, whatever, you are able to know, okay, we can learn any times depending on e-content includes all kinds of content created and delivered through a various electronics media. So we have to deliver by electronics media also. E-content is available in many subjects these days and almost all level of educations. Government of India also wants for that. It can be used by a wide variety of learners with a diverse need, different backgrounds, and previous experience and skill levels. It can be shared and transmitted easily, and teachers, students, and others get benefited by the use of well-designed and well-developed e-content by using e-learning. The advantage also is very important. It has significant implication for open and distance learning also. Basically, e-content known as digital content is called digital content, and it is you can say refer as a content, or you can say information delivered over network based electronic devices that made available by using computer network. It means you need a computer networks, you have electronic devices, and you have to, it means by Oxford Dictionary have given it, you can take the definition for that. E-content is the digital text and images designed to display on the web page. In very in easy, you can understand, e-content is the digital text, images designed to display on the web pages. So, the example you have to develop you have to well-developed e-content can be delivered many times to different learners. One content may be different for students, for adults, for also many learners. Individual course component may contain units, lessons, media elements such as graphics and animation can be reused in different contexts. Some graphs you can use in the different context, some graph you can use some, depending on the requirement, depending on the situation, you can redesign e-content and you can deliver many times different learners. Then after we have discuss about the designing and development of the content. Designing and development. Till now, I have discussed about what is e-learning and then what is e-content. I hope you have, if you have any Till now, I hope you are able to understand. If you want, you can ask for that. Okay. May I proceed to next step? Designing and development of the content.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you hearing? Okay. Then I will discuss about the design. The main is to design. The purpose of e-content development is to create an information-rich society. The main thrust is to develop an information-rich society. So if we have information, so in everyone in the society is empowered to create. The main thrust is to create, receive, share, and utilize information from their progress. Very well designed, developed, and validated e-content will provide access to high quality of meaningful digital content. The main is we have to develop our content, digital content. We have to how you will develop e-content design. First of all, you have to design, development, and approach will depend upon the nature of the content and the learner. If you are designing e-content, it depends on the nature of the learner. What are the nature of the learner, and we have to tell what type of content should be. If you're the 10th class student, the researchers, old adult, so it varies from that. So before designing e-content, you have to justify for what purpose you are designing. So it also depends on the quality and the complexity of learning you wish to create. In designing and development of e-content, we must adopt one of the instructional design model based on the requirement. Okay. So the main is, according to Wikipedia, instructional design is very important. Instructional design is the practice of creating instructional experience which makes the acquisition of knowledge and skill for efficient and effective manner and appeal. And it will appeal to the, you can say, audience also. So you have to design instructional design. And this content determine the current status of the learner understanding. For that, what you will do? You have to know about what is the status of learner understanding, defining the end of the goal of instruction material, creating some intervention to assist the transitions. So for that, there are some models. You have to, a systematic approach, you have to, step by step, you have to do. So first of all, you have to analyze the material. For what purpose we are doing. So in this slide, you can see the diagrammatic: analyze, design, develop, implement, and then evaluate. It means this is the systematic approach, provide a step-by-step process for analysis of the learner needs, design and development of the material. Most common and popular model used for creating instructional material is the ADDIE model. This is a basic model, ADDIE model. The abbreviation is the A for analyze, D for design. Then after design, you have to develop, and then I for implementation, and then after you have to evaluate whether it will satisfy, it will fulfill the requirement, and it will fulfill the objective of that. It means for any problem, first of all, you want to define. First of all, you have to define the objective. What is your objective? Before defining the e-content, what is the objective? What are the constraints available? And some restrictions are also available. Within the constraint, you have to achieve the target. So the objective, you have to fulfill the objective, evaluate. If it will not, so you have to go through, then you have to analyze, then design, then implement, then evaluate. This model initially developed by Florida State University to explain the process involved in the formulation of instructional system development, ISD, program for military in inter-service training. First of all, it was developed for military. Then after, ISD was meant for training individuals to do particular jobs. Originally, the model organized several steps under 5 original phases: analyze, design, develop, implement, and evaluate. So these are diagrammatic. I have given, you can see on the screen. I hope you are able to see that. A for analyze. Analyze means analyze your situation to understand and gaps you need to fill. You have to fill, first of all, analyze. Then after you have to design based on the analysis. What the analysis you have designed for the development e-content, make informed decision to design. Then after you have to development. Bring your learning experience to life by building your end product. After development, you have to implement, it means distribute your learning end product to your audience. Then after you have to implementation, it means you distribute your learning, what the content you have developed. Then after you have to evaluate if your learning end product is effective, make any necessary updates and recycle and cycle back to the analysis phase. If something can, you have to add something, materials, whatever, depending on the feedback. So you have to go the first analyze, then design, then development, then you can say implementation. Then these are about the ID. Then I will discuss about the one by one steps. What is analysis? Analysis first phase is model mean for examining the suitability of the e-content to be developed. First of all, you have to check before developing. It relates to analyze the learning needs, content, analysis needs, learning needs for which we are developing, content, learner, task, and content. Analyzing the learning needs is define the needs of that. There are 4 phases are for that need to be clearly stated. Contextual analysis, learner analysis, task analysis, and content analysis. If you are following that, then we can say that content you are developed, it is a very, very suitable for particular job also. So contextual analysis is the collection data related to the context of learning, such as learning environment, whether the e-content developed is for individual, you have to define for individual, or the group, or the formal, or informal, or facilitate, or self-learning process. So in that contextual analysis, we have to know for what purpose we are there, for whom, for individual, for the group, the formal, informal, whatever. The learner analysis you have to do in that, you have to know about the attributes such as skills, motivations, visual literacy, language competency, learning styles, and then it helps to know about the learner. So before that, you have to for what type of you are developing for what type of learners. And then you have to discuss about the language. Then after task analysis is starting the process of developing e-content, deciding whether that developed for education, you are developing for education, for training, you are creating awareness or developing skills. The 4th was content analysis. Then after you have to discuss about the good content. Comprehension is required for designing and developing content. It includes verifying the content with respect to cognitive appropriate faculty, accuracy, completeness, is it complete or not. You have to content into facts, concept, principle, process, and procedure. It means before designing that, you have to do analysis. In analysis, first of all, you have to do conceptual analysis. Then after learning analysis, and then you have to do task analysis for what purpose, for training, for creating awareness, and then content analysis. It will be completed, the analysis. Next is the design. Design also a next step for developing content. It means you have the objectives, structuring the content logically, specifying the instruction and evaluation strategies, and preparation for visual and technical design you have to do. In that, there are 3 steps: learning objectives, instructor strategies, and learner evaluation strategies. They are the 3 steps. If you are doing, you have to check 3 steps, then the design will be appropriate. The first is learning objective. It should be defined in clear, realistic, and measurable terms. Learning objectives are the statement that describe whether learner is to be do in. It means prepare the detailed content outline. The main thrust is to you have to prepare a detailed content in which content analyze and logically organized or not. Content to be structured logically and to general. It is general to specific, concrete to abstract, known to unknown. It is simple to complex. So you have to know the further context. The instructional strategies are to be stated clearly depending on the learning style and the nature of the content. We have to decide the appropriate instructional strategies. Learner evaluation strategies such as practice, computer marked, tutor marked assessment, pre-test, post-test, remedial test. So these are the, you have to define, these are learner evaluation strategy. You have to have post-test, pre-test, remedial test. Some students are not able to pass, so you have to take the remedial test, are to be specified. Then within that, you have to decide about the formative or summative assessment. You have to take the mark that shows objectives, whatever, review the process. So provide the information and knowledge acquired to meet the learning objective. It means you have to in the design, you have to find objective. The objective, what you have defined, it must be meet. So these are about the second step to design. Here the design. We come to the third, development. In the development phase, you can say that is the creation of a storyboard. You know the storyboard. A storyboard is nothing but scripting the entire course content. You have to write down. Same way in the film, a storyboard is taken from the film production. This word is taken from the film production. In a movie, it indicates the visual representation of the various scenes. In e-content development, the storyboard describes a step-by-step script of the final outcome of the e-content. You can say a storyboard is created to provide a blueprint of the course in which we have to add each and every detail along with the content notes. It means this is the final outcome of the e-content. So you have to create, and in other words, we can say that this is a blueprint of the course which give a full detail of the content. The storyboard is created based on the objective and instructional strategies also. Developers create and assembles the content, assets, and learning objects. We can say the programming and integration of all media implements into cohesive multimedia package are the part of the phase. And during the development, we have to give every step. You can say the blueprint of the course also you have to define. Then after you have to, if you are able to develop, then after you have to implement. In implementation, the fourth step is the implementation. It means materials are distributed to learner. What will do? You have to distribute the learners. And comprehensive implementation strategies document you have to develop. And then after course curriculum, learning, what are the learning outcomes, method of delivery in the term of hardware and the software requirements for delivering a lecture, what type of hardware you need, what type of software you need, and then testing process also you need the hardware and software also, and then ensure that the website is functional. If material is on the website, that website is functional. So these are the steps for the implementation. You have to deliver a lectures to that. The last is the evaluation process. Is the evaluation in the middle, analysis, design, develop, implementation. You have after distribution, and then you have to evaluate. Evaluation are connected to every for all four stages. Evaluation phase consists of two parts: formative and summative evaluation. Formative evaluation is present in each stage of AD process. Summative evaluation determines the adequacy of the distributed materials in achieving the course objectives. Material is to be revised at the stage based on the feedback received. After receiving the feedback, you have to re-evaluate, you have to go the analysis, then you have to design, develop, and then also you have to distribute, and then the after feedback, and then you, if you overall you feel that the objective has justified, then you can say the e-content development is completed. So these are about the e-content development models. Okay. Now and then there are different types of available models are available. They can carry design model. Here only 4 steps are the start by defining the instructional goals, end with summative evaluation, focus on a specific objective, similar of the software engineering. So these are the next popular model are there. I have discussed in detail one, and these contains only 3 phases, but ID model has the 5 steps. In 1987, used the 3 phase is the perform need assessment. First of all, we discuss the need assessment, and then you have to design and develop and implement. In the first phase, they have combined develop and implement instructions also. All the phases involve the process, evaluation, and revision. Same way, you have to go. Gustafson design model also, this was discussed in 1986, used only 3 stages. First stage, define the problem and set instructional goals, define the goals, then design and develop objectives, set instructional objective and specify the strategies. And the last is develop materials. So this model contains 3 stages. So these are about the models available in the market and you have to do. I hope you are able about the models. There are different types of models. I have taken them. Okay, may I proceed? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I hope it must
Yes,
be.
sir.
Yes, sir. Proceed ahead.
Yeah. Then
Yes,
after
sir.
it's about the standard of e-content. Standards of e-contents क्या है? क्या है भाई? Standard कैसे? E-content standards are the rules. You have to define just some rules also for that. E-content developers should abide rules. We have standards are engineering technical specification. We have to e-content developers to establish a uniformity. Uniformity must be there. There are different kinds of standards. One is mandatory, voluntary, and de facto. Mandatory means one should comply. You have to comply. Voluntary means is one may or may not follow. Okay. And the third one, the de facto means which are well established common practice, but may not be formally published. The de facto is there. So there are 3 types of. This will ensure the standardization of e-content, ensure the high quality of the e-content is concerned with creating, you have to create, manipulating, you have to communicate, and maintaining the consistency for the development standard. Sorry. Hello, class हो रही है ऑनलाइन. हाँ, क्लास हो रही है अभी ऑनलाइन. Okay. And then after you have to writing and textual, graphical, page design, question, tests, interactivity, audio, video standards, guidelines, are to be ensured before finalizing. It means before finalizing the e-content, it must be ensured that the question, the test paper, interactivity, the page design, the graphics, what you have used is a standard and you have ensured before finalizing there. And then the last, we have to respect quality of the e-content. It should be correct, adaptive, communicative. It must be communicative. It must be interactive. The content. It must be reflexive. It must be explorative, and standardized the e-content. So these are the standard for that you have to check. Or there are some committees there, they will check. So there are standards of e-content. You can say first name is formal standard bodies are World Wide Web Consortium. World Wide Web, W3C. Okay. The Internet Engineering Task Force, IETF. And National Organization for Standardization, ISO. Publish the electronic standard. W3C is the International Standard Organization for World Wide Web. It is a standard. Okay. For that, it will check the e-content. What the e-content you have developed, it is fulfilled the requirement for that. Okay. The next, e-learning industry follows the certain patterns. There are several standards available today for content integration, but international bodies generally design and publish the standard. So we'll start one by one. What are the standards? According to the International Organization for Standardization, a standard can be defined as a documented agreement containing technical specification or other precise criteria to be used constantly as a rule, guideline, definitions of characteristics to ensure the material, products, processes, and services are fit to their purposes. The content are developed for the particular purpose. It will fulfill the purpose or not. For that, you have to get some guidelines, the rules, definition, so. So there are some 4 steps for that: SCORM, AICC, IEEE, IMSGLC. For that, it will check that. So this is the example of learning standards. So standardization is also very important. So I will discuss one by one. SCORM. The full form of SCORM is Shareable Content Object Reference Model. This is called model. It is a powerful tool. Content can be created and used in many different systems. Content can also be used in many situations without modification. Without modification, you can use the content in the many situations. It is the most widely used as standard in all learning management systems. LMS ने library management system नहीं है, learning management systems. It has applications in general usage as well as defines related uses. Okay, this is called SCORM, Shareable Content Object References Model. आप लोग हम पढ़ा नहीं रहा हूँ भाई, मैं आप लोगों के पास discussion है. This is okay. I'm not teaching like that. This is the information only I'm giving you because you are the teachers. I'm also teacher. I was also in when I have joined 1999. Then after also I have to do some courses. I did also. I went to at that time you can say Chennai for a computer courses. But here in that case we can interaction is there. But here not interaction. On interaction by face. Virtually we can interact only. Then after is the aviation industry CBT committees. AICC, aviation, A for I, industry CBT committees. This was the first standard to be adopted by the e-learning industry. It's still actively used in the aviation. This standardization used over aviation industry use AICC. Okay. Then the next standardization is Institute of Learning and Electronics Engineering, IEEE IMS standard. So the main is the हम लोग teacher हैं. First of all, we have to know what I have developed is standardized or not. Or there are some models. So this enable high quality, accessible and affordable learning experiences. This standard is mainly used today in schools. The school IEEE method. In schools we have used schools, college, universities, government institution use IEEE standard. Instructional Management Global Learning Consortium is also a global, this is a non-profit member organization that is strives in shaping and growing the learning industry through the community development. The main activity is to develop a standard and adaptation practice. It means these also are for that. Then after we have to discuss, after discussion that we have to know about the learning objectives and reusability of e-content. What do you mean by learning objective and then reusability of e-content? In 1994, when Huggins gained quick popularity among the educators and instructional designers because the digital materials are designed to allow easy reuse in wide range of teaching and learning situations. First of all, in 1934, it was very popular. For that, it started. Understanding of meaning of learning object is that in Wikipedia we can say assets, meaning of assets. In assets, in generally we can say the house is asset, fixed assets, and you can say so. But in this in computer, assets is defined as the smallest in indivisible digits, digital units for information transfer. For example, pictures, short text, plain pictures, text, combinations of pictures and text, or small and simple animations. These are called assets in terms of e-content. Learning objects are defined in different ways by the different organization and individuals. Okay. According to Wikipedia, learning object is a resource. What are the learning object? Is the resource, usually digital and web-based, that can be used or reused for learning. So learning object, you have to, what is learning in the diagrammatic representation, you can see I have given the slides. According to IEEE, a learning object is an entity, digital or non-digital, that may be used for learning or education or training. Learning object must have an external structure of information to facilitate their identification, storage, where it will be stored, how you will retrieve the metadata. Then learning objects are many items which have the potential to promote, which can promote learning. Teaching is considered for learning object. For example, printed books, newspaper report is called learning objects, you can say. Digital learning objects are many things like that, such as learning design, whole course, form of resources, or set of learning outcomes. You can say a learning object consists of several learning assets that are structured in pedagogical meaningful ways. So the learning, digital learning is that. What is the characteristic for that? Learning object have a new thing of about the learning content. It means it must a smaller unit of learning, typically ranging from 2 minutes to 5 minutes. It means learning object you have for video, you have developed a video for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes, because after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it will, the objective will fail, the audience are not able to concentrate. So depending on the learning object, and you can combine for all, and then you are able to make a e-content. They are discrete nature. Because they are discrete nature, they can be categorized and stored independently. You can store independently also. They are self-contained. Each learning object can be taken independently. They are reusable in sense of single learning object It may be used in multiple context or multiple purpose. You can use that. These are the characteristics of learning object. So learning object you have to define, make up to for 2 minutes to 15 minutes, whatever, and then you can combine for that. So every learning objects are descriptive information. It becomes easy for identifications, search and reuse. That's why for e-content you have to develop learning objects. The next topic is reusability of the content. How you will use the e-content. The three aspects are very important for reusability of e-contents. First is it may be technical, it may be non-technical, or it may be pedagogy related ones. Technical means technical usability of e-content is concerned with the various kind of tools used to support e-content. These tools may include documentation such as guideline, instructions saved for the repository. Non-technical usability e-content related to the standardization. It means intellectual properties, protection, knowledge transfer, organizational materials, social. So intellectual property, also patent, you can use, no other person can use. Pedagogy related reusability, it means include content, scenario, some scenario, some content, and the approach. E-content can be modified and reused easily. So these are the three aspects for that: technical, non-technical, and pedagogy. So we can use reusability of e-content. Then after that, we'll discuss about the e-content tools. What are the e-content tools are available in the market? What the e-contents can be created in a variety of ways by using a variety of tools and software. E-content development combines two things. The basic thing is two things: it content management system and learning management, CMS and learning management system, LMS. I mean, so several it may be software, freeware, open source software. Freeware is a free of cost. Open source software, which means the software which is available free of cost in the market. Public domain software and so on available for e-content development also. Various tools and software packages. Already you know the Microsoft Office, in LibreOffice, software packages can be used for easily for beginners. For the e-content developed, you can use Microsoft also. So I have a screen, I have given a start. You can type welcome to the e-learning courses, to a start, whatever. So in such a way, you can develop by using Microsoft also. Then I have what is the e-contents tools? Freeware. Freeware, it can be used without any mandatory charges. No need to pay the charges. Open source software, it is a computer software and its source code may be available to the public. No need to pay the copy. Copyright holder provide the right to study, modify, and distribute the software free of cost. So this is called open source software. Proprietary software that owned by the individual or the company. Public domain software, the copyright holder donates to the publics. Okay, so these are the four types of tools: freeware, open source software, proprietary software, and public domain. Then the graphics, audio, video creating and editing. Then after text, you have to buy Microsoft. Then you want to add some graphics, you want audio, you want a video, you combine all the, you can edit some video. What are the things? There are several audio, video, and graphic creators are available in the markets, and editor also available online. Some are free, some we have to proprietary. So vVideo is a video creator and editor which allow us to edit and make a video in easy and intuitive way. It means by using vVideo, you can create, you can edit, whatever you can make a video also. Okay. Magisto is a video editor that can help you to make your video in just a few steps. Upload the video, then you can choose one of the pre-made existing style add the sound tracks, you can add, okay, add the title, and the video will be ready for download or for sharing for the social media. So Magisto, by using Magisto, you can use a video editor also. You can, and also you can, these days already, you know, in the media available, everyone is using the, you can also you develop art for that video also. Okay? Bore to nahi ho rahe bhai? You are not
No,
making
sir.
board?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No,
हाँ,
sir. No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Continue.
e-content is very important. So you have to be aware. I'm giving the awareness for that. These are the available. By that you can develop also your own video also. So then the next is the my pen. ये diagram ठीक है my pen. Graphics, audio, video. The DrawPad is a graphic editor and easy to use image composition and manipulation process for all types of graphic design projects. You can make sketches and painting on your computer, create logos, banners. You want to make a banners also sometime. Many teachers from art side, whatever. I hope about the one or two teachers from computer science, but computer is a play a very vital role for every sphere of life. You can say, understand, computer is your idiot servant. Okay? The servant, but you have to be smart. You have to give a smart decision. Then you can use very easily. Sketches, you can make sketches and painting on your computer, create logos, banner ads, or billboards, draw diagrams, icons, and other web graphics. Okay, by using draw pads. One is Photoshop. You have already know the name of Photoshop. Is well known and widely used for graphic editing software. It helps in imaging editing. You can edit the image, drawing. One of the important features of the Photoshop is layer style, which allow you to create a graphic with ease. The next is My Paint also is there. My Paint, I will give you the lectures, inshallah. You can go through it, no problem. My Paint is a graphic editor which can easily be used by the teachers and the student for digital painting. If you want to do digital painting, you can use My Paint. It enables people to create quick sketches and also complex artist drawing on their computers. My Paint is a simple and used tools. So by My Paint, you can design for that also. And you can use on the canvas without any distraction. You can use also. These are about the My Paint. The ink space escape Jim's robot image editor is a free of cost open source Inkscape vector drawing. If you want to drawing and editing tools, useful too for the line art. Inkscape can be used for major computer operating system like Linux, Macs. This is a well-known for open software observability based good alternative to Adobe Photoshops. These are the multiple undo, redo, what are all facilities added. WebPad is also audio editing software. If you want to audio, you want to change the voice also. So sometimes आपने बोला किसी दूसरे की आवाज को उसमें लगा दिया, तो you can use the WebPad. This is a full-featured professional audio and music editor for Windows or Mac also. Okay, editing audio files, you can cut, copy, paste part of recording, and then add effects like echo, amplification, noise reductions. WebPad also work as a Web3 amplified 3 editors. So you can add some audio also, you can edit, you can, these are the audio. These are the open software. Video pad. Graphics. These open shot is also free of cost. Simple to use open source videos editor Linux you can use for that. DVD in YouTube you can use for that. It supports many video, audio, and from audio mixing also open source. So these are the graphics, audio, and video creating and editing. Next, concept mapping. Then you have to map for that. All the digital concept you have to mapping tools. Another you can show. So there are the mapping tools are another versatile tools for creating e-content in the visual form. They are both online and offline concept making tools. The teacher can easily create concept map on various topics, edit it. You can link it to the websites and add graphics also. So the concept map is also very important for the development of e-content. This could be used as a student activity. Create a repository concept map related to the subject that you are teaching. Some of the famous open source concept mapping tools are visual understanding environment, free mind, free plane. There are many proper alternatives. Visual understanding environment are explained below. Visual understanding environment is open source applicable tools developed by the academic technology of groups. Visual understanding environment 3.0 is the latest release of the academic technology groups, and it has features such as dynamic representation of maps, dynamic map merging. You can map the merge, enhance the keywords tagging, search capabilities. Also, having tools can be used for teachers and students for meaningful integration of digital resources into teaching and learning. This tool can be used for ease of creating concept map, mind map, decision map also. So these are the use for that. Then after we'll discuss about authoring tools. What are authoring tools? Various tools are available to produce e-content. Microsoft PowerPoint and word processor are also e-learning tools. Simply we are you did the work of order. These tools are not appropriate to present interactive testing and scoring. For that, you have to use the authoring tools to develop interactive content, various elements such as examples. You want to add illustrations, animations, audio, video, interactivity. For that, you have to use the authoring tools for that. So there are, and this e-learning authoring tools is a software package which can be used to create, modify web content for the use of other people. A simple example, already you know many students are blogging, wiki online forums. क्लास चलेगी ऑनलाइन जावेद ऑनलाइन क्लास होगी बात बात ऑनलाइन क्लास करो ठीक है This tool can be used for e-content developers for creating, packaging, delivering the e-content to the learner. For authoring tools can produce alternative and useful graphics. So authoring tools, there are different types of authoring tools are available for production. In Wikipedia, authoring tools is defined as a software application used to create multimedia content, typically for delivering a World Wide Web. If you want to deliver World Wide Web, you have to use for this. Okay. The content authoring tools may also be create content in the file format, so that material can be provided through compact disc, other format for various different use. So that authoring tools are very useful for that. Authoring tools advantage. The advantage it is very fast. These tools, e-contents can be developed, transformed easily. You can easily. The authoring tools have some common features. They are a scope for interactivity, navigation ability, editing e-content. Developer can make changes for. By these slides, you are able to understand what are the features for that. Review that also. There are many authoring tools which are property X. EX Learning is a free software tools that can be used for creating educational interactive web content. EXE used for that. Learning management system, content management system like Moodles, Once installed, you can install, you can develop images, interactive activities, image galleries by using Excel Learning. Exert is a free and open source authoring tools. Adopt Captivate is also a software. It is a rapid response for authoring tools that is used to creating learning content, such as software demonstration, software simulation. You want to simulation also, branch scenarios. Their scenarios are different branches, and randomized quizzes in a small web format and HTML5 format, in which format you can by using Adobe Creative. It can also convert Adobe Creative generated file format in, they are the extension is SWF, and digital is MP4. These are the format. Then after the open education resources are also, open educational resources are the part of the open movement. It is considered as a subset of open education, is also very important for that. There are different, in 1999, educational resources were released by using University of Tübingen in Germany and UCO. In the beginning of 21st century, so initiative comes from the USA by releasing this course. Open educational resources was coined in 2002 in UNESCO forum in the impact for open course course where for higher education developing. In 2008 also is what in countries such as USA, South Africa, Kenya also successfully integrated OER education sources for their national publicity. In 2024, National Mission on Education, AICT, NMICT, National Mission. I have a project also, NMICT project. I have got the 1.2 crore projects. So release all the content generated by UR. So in 2014 also, in India also, they have given a license for that. Important are that they are useful for improving education across the globe. Okay, they offer access knowledge of reusability. They provide self-paced learning. That's why open educational resources are very important. You have to develop. They are offer flexible in study time, anywhere, anytime. The learner can study. Provide access to huge amount of study materials. Now, what is important? The important is that it helps the enhancement of the content knowledge. By this, we are able to enhance the content knowledge, promote lifelong learning. You can accessible and affordable to all, help in advancing knowledge and widening participation, offer for sharing and reusing resources. So these are important for that. So I have a lack of time, so I am going to be fast. So then after, for the open educational source, the first of all, in Karnataka, open educational resources are developed various. Again, Karnataka has taken the initiative for that. So in 2013-14, Karnataka Open Educational Resource Program was designed and implemented by the Karnataka for their service teacher education component. Mathematics, for that they have developed the component. Mathematics, science and social science teacher have collaborated to create digital learning resources for the new class 9 text topics for the QR. In 2014, Karnataka has developed. These days many teachers, these are learning for this, audio, video, animations, for the use. Various taken initiative taken by QR, challenges about the these teachers have trained their peers in the form of about 1,000 high schools they have trained the teachers also. They can train by access various more than 3,600 web pages in English and Kannada have been created by COIR around about that. These are various initiatives taken. What is the objective of COIR? The support the practicing teaching of the Karnataka. So Karnataka used for that. Engage the Karnataka teachers community in the creation, review, and the publication of digital curriculum resources on the continuous basis. And the main thrust is to make a quality curriculum resources. Then what are the features for that? Features is mainly meant for Karnataka high school teachers, open access to those who want to access that. These are the features developed by them. Then we have to know about the National Repository of Open Educational Resources. Government of India, okay, till now I have discussed about how to develop this, and after this developing a course, then after launches a Ministry of Human Resource MHRD, Government India, NROER is developed a solution to address the challenges faced in the education sector in our country. The main aim is to teaching the unreached and prioritized. It offers the resources for all the school subjects. So they are enabled to access to library from where teachers can access audio. So main thrust is develop the MHRD for the audio, video, learner objects, images, question banks, activity, representation, and moral related to the concept of subject. And they can also upload the resources which are viewed by the experts. So National Repository Open Educational Resources are developed by the MHRD. What is the objective for that? To store, preserve, and provide access to the variety of digital resources to students and the teachers. To engage the teachers community in the development and sharing the digital resources. One community teachers can communicate or share the digital resources. Improve the quality of education system to the country. Features, what are the features? I have given the diagrammatic representation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Resource may be visualized. Users can share the resources. So by reading that, you are able to understand. What is to understand the global impact of OER? It provides visual references regarding both positive and negative impacts. Open Educational Resource Initiative is an educational platform offering number of MOOCs types, university level courses and programs. There are several courses offered in this platform. Okay, for that course of credit toward the future. So for that, the SWAM also. And after the last is the licensing. For the license, also copyright is very important. So for copyright is the creative copy license also important. Creative copy license is a CSS offers a legal and technical tools, also facilitates sharing and discovering that. So GNI, general publics, FO community, open licensing allow the user to adopt that this one. Licensing also important. Then after you have to distribute of the e-content. E-content you have to distribute. What will do? That main component in the process enable the e-content build and grow. Evaluate your distribution options, develop and document your channel plan, promote your content and amplify its impacts. The diagrammatic, you can distribute the content. So government, the initiative taken by the government of India for the e-content development, how e-content development are, you can say initiative taken. You can say the NAPTEL, you have many teachers are know about the, already you know the NAPTEL provide e-learning through online web and video courses in engineering, science and humanities streams. The mission of NAPTEL is to enhance the quality of engineering education. This is the website, by that you are able to understand. Same way in the SWAM also portal, you are able to understand. The objective virtual labs provide the remote. These the lab are there. Okay, so by that you are able to see. I'm giving the all the slides. In the slide you can see you can see that. Okay, the View award winning WAVU. A View is award winning generously multimodal multimedia learning platform are there. Spoken tutorial projects, talk to teachers activity, also national mission ICT use this one spokentutorial.org. So these are available. Initiative taken annually CE organizes video competition. Patrick. So these are, you can say, Yatra is an initiative to incorporate robotic to engineering education. For that, you can download HTTP that by that you are the government of India has taken the development. Okay, I'm going in 3 minutes. So these are about the initiative taken by the UGC also. Info Digital Library Consortium was developed by UGC and was formally in 2003 by the Honorable Dr. A.B. Abdul Kalam, President of India. www.infilipnet.ac. That's a very common in the library. Quantum Nano Centers, also multidisciplinary centers in Diyarbakir, Agra, also developed for that. ERP mission implement for the Brihaspati, also developed for that. You can see. If you run for HTTP.ITG, you are able to language equation, you can learn for that. Okay. Project Oscar, open source courseware animation project, for that you can. So these are about initiative for that. These are the, I have given all the website you can use and you are able to understand for that. So these are initiatives taken by the government of India. Okay. These are my sum up that I have discussed. First of all, initially I have discussed about the e-content. E-content is also known as digital content, referred to the content or information delivered over the network-based electronic devices that made usable. E-content includes all kind of content created and delivered through the various electronics media. E-content is available in many subjects, almost all level of education. Okay. Then after I have discussed about the common and popular model used for creating an e-content in ADDIE model. ADDIE model, the abbreviation is, I have discussed, analyze, design, develop, and implement and evaluate. And the next I have discussed e-content standards are the, these are the rules. The most e-content developers should you have to follow. Standards are engineering or technical specification that helps e-content developer to establish uniformity. E-learning objectives are any items that can have potential to promote e-learning. And objects that can promote e-learning and teaching are considered as a learning object. There are several proprietary software, free software. I've already discussed. Free software can be used without any mandatory charges. Open source software is a computer software, is licensed with an open source license. Proprietary software is a software that is owned by the individual or company. Public domain software is also donated by the public and its copyright holders. There are several audio, video, graphic creators, editors are available online. Some are, I have discussed, vVideo, Magisto, Drawpad, VPad, and VideoPads. E-learning tools I have also discussed is a software package which can be used to create and modify the web content for the use of other people. Example are blogging, wiki, online forums. This tool can be used by the e-content developers for creating, packaging, and delivering the e-content. The main is to packaging, creating. First of all, you have to create, packaging, and this one. And the last I have discussed about X-Learning is a free software tools that we use to create result free of cost, suit for the open. Adobe Creative is a rapid responsive authoring tools that is used for creating e-learning content such as software demonstration, software simulation, branches, scenarios, and randomized quizzes. A small web I have discussed. Adobe AuthorSphere was interpreted flowchart based graphical programming languages. And the last I have also the EOR is freely available, openly licensed materials and media that are useful for teaching, learning, and accessible for the research purpose. Some of the initiatives taken by AMU, I have the Common CC is global non-profit organization which provide the legal tools. These copyrights also we have to know the copy. These are the legal tools help to reuse the works others. So these are about my works. I will discuss recently. MOG developed a database system on swim myself. I have developed in 2024, and it was also starting from the June. Okay, I will talk later. Learn Oracle. After in this, I will discuss about Learn Oracle, SQL, Advanced DBMS, hand-on training. Because e-learning we have discussed, so I have already discussed about the 64 lectures, and about the 12 weeks I have developed. My lectures are available free of cost. You can join on 26 July 2005 at 5 August. You can join. Examination date is also there. If you want to, some student want only 1,000, they have to pay, and they appear examination also. But the free of cost, well, for BCA, MCA, aspiring DBA developers. So objective are also defined. Industry level project, skills supported by the top companies, TCS, Wipro, SCL. It is 12 weeks course. Join and enhance your skill with real. So if you want, anyone want to join, they can join for that also. So these are about my lectures. I hope I have summarized for that. I have tried to minimize within the time, but I have taken 2 minutes, 3 minutes more. So I hope it will be it will be very useful for that, and also you have to develop for that. Hello, मैं अभी online
Thank you. Thank you, Professor.
क्लास चल रही है हमारी ऑनलाइन, अभी बात करते हैं जी.
Thank
तो
you, Professor
आप
Bokhari
लोगों
sir.
को परेशानी हो तो पूछ सकते हैं एनी टाइम. My email is there, mubokhari@gmail.com.
Also, kindly share your PPT with Mazhar Saab, so
Yeah,
that we will
I will do it.
share with every participant.
Yeah.
Friends, you have heard a wonderful lecture about how to develop e-contents, और इन्होंने कई टूल्स ऐसे बताए जिसकी मदद से आप बगैर पैसा खर्च किए हुए यू कैन डेवलप ई-कंटेंट. जिस तरह से जब से व्हाट्सएप आया है, लोग फ्री में पूरे वर्ल्ड में बात कर रहे हैं अपने दोस्तों से, अपने रिश्तेदारों से. अगर व्हाट्सएप नहीं होता तो यू वुड हैव पेड लॉट ऑफ मनी, यू सी. So you are now getting messages, documents on WhatsApp. It has become really a good tool. I also learned many new things from his lecture, that Karnataka, that is the state to which I belong to, took the initiative.
Yeah, in 2003.
Open education resources. लेकिन उन्होंने कर्नाटक का एग्जाम्पल दिया. South Indian states are much ahead of North Indian states.
Yes.
The first open university in India was started in Hyderabad.
Yes.
Then came Indira Gandhi National Open University. And the first open university in the world came in Milton Keynes in London, England. British government in 1969 established open university. All these are new ideas. So Karnataka has done a lot in computer science. इसीलिए आप वहाँ पे it is Bengaluru is known as the Silicon City of India. और जब मिलेनियम रिपोर्ट आई यूनाइटेड नेशंस के सेक्रेटरी जनरल की तरफ से ईयर 2000 में, one entire page in that report of 100 pages was on Bengaluru city.
Bengaluru city, yes, you are right.
बेंगलुरु सिटी पे एक पूरा पेज था. 100 पेज में से एक पेज पूरा बेंगलुरु सिटी पर था, बिकॉज बेंगलुरु हैज कंट्रीब्यूटेड अ लॉट रिगार्डिंग द सॉफ्टवेयर टेक्नोलॉजी.
10 मिनट की बात करता हूँ.
नॉलेज कहीं से भी आ सकता है, आप कहीं से भी नॉलेज ले सकते हैं. तो टुडे प्रोफेसर बुखारी साहब एनलाइटेंड अस ऑन मेनी थिंग्स. आजकल आपने देखा होगा टेक्स्ट बुक्स होती हैं, जो टेक्स्ट बुक प्रिंट एडिशंस हैं, ई बुक्स हैं. ईच टेक्स्ट बुक हैज गॉट a website which you can consult to know the latest developments of that chapter, of that book, of that subject. ये भी अभी नया सिस्टम शुरू हो गया. Every book is having a website.
Yes.
Not all publishers, only Oxford, Routledge, standard publishers are having. एक किताब के लिए अपना उसका लिए एक वेबसाइट बनाया. Because the moment the book is published, it becomes outdated. To keep you abreast of the latest developments, when you use that textbook, you can use that website इवन MCQs आर गिवन, टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं मिलेंगे, उनके वेबसाइट पे मिलेंगे, उस बुक का टेक्स्ट बुक का वेबसाइट पे मिलेगा. Friends, we have exceeded time by 7 minutes. If there are some questions, 1 or 2 questions can be taken up. If our resource person is willing to, stay for 5-10 minutes more. अगर किसी के सवाल हो तो पूछ लीजिए. I know that all of you are sitting since morning at 9 o'clock. अभी already आप थक चुके हैं.
सर मैं ये कह रहा हूँ,
हाँ,
ऑनलाइन डिस्कशन तो ऑफलाइन डिस्कशन will be continue if they want. My number is WhatsApp number is 9412640294. You may write down. If you want by WhatsApp, you can ask any questions, or by email. MU, my full name is MU Bokhari. MU Bokhari BOKHARI@gmail.com, or my number is 9412640294. Anytime I am available. And really, we are also teachers. So if you want for the development, I have every time I am available for that.
देखिए, beyond the classroom also he is willing to help you.
Yeah, because we are teachers.
Mobile number please, sir. 94126402.
9412640294. Because government of India ये चाहती भी है कि हमारा कोर्स बनाया जाए, और माशाल्लाह हमारा अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी ने बहुत कोर्स डेवलप कर रहे हैं.
इनका स्वयं कोर्स आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, मेरा 22 जून से. और लोगों का भाई नोट्स बहुत अच्छा है, इसमें डेवलपमेंट और सब प्रैक्टिकल भी है, प्रैक्टिकल ओरिएंटेड एवरीथिंग है. डेटाबेस में क्या फ्रंट एंड एंड बैक एंड. बैक एंड अगर मजबूत हो गया तो फ्रंट एंड आपके प्रोग्राम में बैक एंड पूरा डिस्कस किया मैंने, और बहुत ये है. एनी टाइम यू कैन डिस्कस. ऑफलाइन डिस्कशन विल बी कंटिन्यू. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now I request
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Robin Singh to propose vote of thanks. If there are no questions.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, Robin Singh.
First of all, thank you, Vijaypur sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Bokhari sir, for delivering an exceptional lecture on e-content and e-learning.
Thank you.
Your expertise and passions for digital education have inspired us to enhance our skill in creating engaging online content. So we are grateful for the valuable knowledge, practical tips and best practice during this session. Thank you, sir. Both.
Okay. I have worked in Australia dental. I have
ऑस्ट्रेलियन यूनिवर्सिटीज इनके नॉलेज का फायदा उठा चुके हैं. आप भी उठाइए.
Thank you, sir.
Then I think I have worked in India.
वालेकुम. मैं शफीक जमा सर बोल रहा हूँ, आपके साथ 2010 में था VM हॉल में.
हाँ, VM हॉल में. अच्छा,
वार्डन डाइनिंग हॉल इंचार्ज सर.
जी सर, समझ गया मैं भी.
जी
बहुत अच्छा लगा. नहीं, ये तो है ही. और मैंने तो
बहुत दिन के बाद सर सुनने को मिला आपको.
नहीं जरूर. मैं भी 2010 के मैं कहाँ गया बाहर. मैं तो नेशनली 10 साल PR मतलब नहीं, इंडिया में जब कुछ काम करें माशाल्लाह. हमारा मालूम है सर, कंप्यूटर साइंस डिपार्टमेंट वर्ल्ड में 400-500 के बीच में वर्ल्ड रैंकिंग में आ गया हमारा डिपार्टमेंट.
वेरी गुड.
2010 में शुरू किया, स्टार्ट करवाया माशाल्लाह. बहुत लोगों को करवाया सुबह शाम, तो बहुत डेवलपमेंट हुआ है हमारे फील्ड में. और आप लोग की दुआएं हैं सब. हमारे अब्दुल रहीम साहब ये हमारे सर की भी दुआ है भाई, हमेशा सपोर्ट रहता है.
नहीं, आप
बहुत शानदार कोर्स चल रहा है सर, बहुत शानदार.
हाँ, इनकी वजह से बहुत
से लोगों को सर मिला दिया कोर्स ने.
अच्छे.
उस्ताद से शागिर्द को हम लोग भी देख रहे हैं सर, आप लोगों को सुन रहे हैं. बड़ी खुशी.
वार्डन प्रोस को
बहुत टिपिकल जॉब दिया था सर आपने मुझे, डाइनिंग हॉल इंचार्ज बनाया था.
डाइनिंग हॉल ज्यादा बहुत टिपिकल होता है. अगर डाइनिंग हॉल जब सही हो जाता है शेर साहब, तो समझिए पूरा दुनिया का हो जाएगा काम.
सारे प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाते हैं.
प्रॉब्लम पेट से ही आता है. अगर पेट पे खाना सही रहेगा तो दिल का हालत बदल जाएगा.
नहीं, आपने बहुत अच्छा चलाया भी था. VM हॉल बहुत अच्छा चलाया था.
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा. चलिए आइए. आज कहाँ है शेर साहब?
मैं शिवली नेशनल कॉलेज आजमगढ़ में हूँ सर.
अच्छा, हाँ शिवली कॉलेज बताया था आपने। जी जी वही है, माशाल्लाह। चलिए अच्छी
जी आते हैं अलीगढ़, मुलाकात होगी इंशाल्लाह।
आजमगढ़ में भी हमारे हैं, हमारे
सर
रिश्तेदार, आएंगे इंशाल्लाह।
जी जी
ठीक है सर।
ठीक है, अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
Thank you, Professor Saab, and thank you, friends.
अब्दुल रहीम साहब, ठीक है।
शुक्रिया आपका।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू
Thank
सर।
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
थैंक यू
sir.
सर।
Thank you, sir. बस अभी 8 दिन बचे हैं। सिर्फ 8 दिन बचे हैं। Only 8 days are remaining. That is 24 lectures.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
तो आपको आजादी मिलेगी, 8 दिन के बाद आजादी मिलेगी।
8 दिन के बाद हम सब आपको याद करेंगे।
When we finish this wonderful deep wonderful session and the insightful talks by you,
Thank you. Thank
स्टेशन पे जानकारी बना सकते हैं।
रिफ्रेशर कोर्स में फिर आएंगे।
चलिए, आप लोगों को मजा आ रहा है, ये सुन के हमें भी मजा आ रहा है।
Because
We are
of
trying to make the course as fruitful as possible.